All right. Special guest, former New York Pro champion 2022, right?
Yeah.
You're a New York Pro champion, and now doing the Masters Women's Bodybuilding Olympia in Romania. Miss Donna Salib. What's up, Donna?
Glad to be here.
Good, good. Yeah, you and I are basically friends at this point. You've been on my old channel several times, and now, of course, as soon as I saw that you were on the Masters Olympia list, I was like, I gotta invite you back on because I know it's a big deal. So
Yeah.
I appreciate keeping in touch and everything. And I actually, if anybody follows you on TikTok, I literally watch your TikTok videos to get like inspiration to get to the gym because I don't think there's a female bodybuilder that trains like you.
There's not a lot. Everybody's got their own way of doing things, but I'm pretty old school.
Yeah, you're pretty intense. It's like it's kind of like not exactly, but the same intensity, if you will, as like the Branch Warren, Johnny Jackson, Ronnie Coleman thing. Like you're in like all business in the gym.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when I'm driving to the gym, like straight from work, I got your TikTok on. I'm like, okay, what's she doing?
I've
But
got some new stuff coming up. It's taken me a little bit to, get some filming done and stuff like that. When I'm training and stuff, I really don't think about, doing the filming and stuff. So some of that
yeah, right, right.
some of that goes to the wayside. I wish I could put more out for my fans and stuff so they could see, but I do what I can when I can and whatnot. So
So for people who don't know, what is your TikTok?
it's the same as like my Instagram or anything, IFBB Pro, or I think it's IFBB Pro underscore Donna underscore Salib.
Okay, okay. So yes, go and watch it. Believe me, you'll be inspired. She trains like a beast in the gym. But what I wanted to ask you is, how did you react when you found out that you were going to be invited, that you were invited to do the Masters Olympia, or were you kind of like, I was expecting it?
Honestly, I wasn't expecting it. With me winning the New York show last year,
Mm-hmm.
I went ahead and went to the Olympian stuff. Um, you know, I was I wasn't going to say that I was expecting it at all because I consider myself pretty competitive in the open still, and I didn't know how they would, pick. I didn't know what the board was looking for, the judging panel or whatever was looking for. I put in hopes that I would be accepted, because I fell into the guidelines. I just turned 49, and I know that the age, I think minimum was 40.
Really?
So I wasn't sure, exactly how they were gonna, pick and everything. So, I had already thought about that and everything before I applied and stuff, and I had already started prep for the New York show. I wasn't doing anything as a backup plan or anything, but there was a deadline for the Masters Olympia, which would have only gave so many weeks before the New York show. So I wanted to make sure that I had everything covered, regardless if I made it into the Masters or not. But when they put my name out, I was like, wow, they did choose me. So, and it was enlightening because, with my age, um, sometimes when people hear our ages and stuff, they're like, oh, but I hope it's inspirational to women that are close to my age or whatnot, that they were like, oh man, we can still do this, and it gives hope to some of the ladies that have kind of sat back a little bit and not competed anymore. It's really exciting that this has come back after so many years, and I get to be part of this amazing comeback, so, and a lot of the ladies I know, that are on the list and stuff, some I've never met before. I'm excited to meet everybody. So
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be fun to be on stage with people that I haven't been on stage with since like 2018. So,
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I know Leah Denny, she'll be on
yeah.
because she's been on my show before. So I'm going to interviewing her next week. So she'll be on as well. She was invited. I don't know too many of the other girls that were on, but it's one of the main difference, as far as I could tell, in my opinion, that between men and women in bodybuilding is women tend to get better after 40.
I think we do. I think we mature a little bit differently.
Yeah,
I
when
think I
men,
think we mature gracefully versus, the men, it tends to be a little bit harder on them as they get older.
Right. Yeah. Men 40 is the tipping point. It's kind of like,
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
but
said. I said I just started blossoming the last couple of years. I'm
yeah.
like I am in my prime right now, and honestly, look out because it's happening.
Yeah,
So
I could tell just by sitting here that the difference, I can see in your shoulders and your traps and whatnot. So you have to be training like a mad woman, I'm assuming.
I have to keep my buttons pushed because these there's girls that are doing this that are younger than me, you know, and they're pushing the buttons too. They're driving me to work harder, you
Mhm.
know, because just because I'm 49, just because I'm a grandma,
That's right.
doesn't mean anything. So it's going to be exciting. I can't wait.
No, absolutely. Now, just to tell people your training style, try to describe your training style to some people out there, because I run into a lot of people in the gym and they don't understand that there are levels to this. And when you get to your level, you're an elite bodybuilder in the female circuit. Most people would not be able to keep up with you. And
I've had several people want to join me in training and they don't.
they don't
And
come
and
back.
even
Like,
guys, well, even the
oh
guys, like
yeah,
they
yeah,
don't
yeah.
they don't have so they don't have the endurance. They don't have, I don't expect anybody to keep up with me, but
Hmm.
you should be able to, be fairly close, especially if you're a guy.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
no, I don't have
No,
training partners.
no, yeah, you are, and I'm speaking honestly, because like I've said, we've been friends for a couple of years now, and I do watch your TikTok and I do follow you on Instagram, and it is tremendously intense, your workout. So why don't you just basically quickly give us a rundown of how hard you train, or like the drop sets and the supersets and the heavy weights and so on and so forth, if you can.
Yeah, it's I have one or two warm-up sets and then everything is pretty much balls to the wall till failure. And if
Every
I get to that failure point, then I go into a drop set.
Okay.
I'm not into a whole lot of machines and cables. I might use those as warm-ups. I might use those as finishers. But it's barbells and dumbbells,
Right. Old school.
old school.
And you could see it. I don't understand why, but you could see a difference. Hunter Labrada is a great example. I mean, I'm sure he changed things in his diet and other things in his workout, but he was using a lot of machines in the last few years. I know he transitioned from a lot of shakes to meals, and now he's sticking to a lot of hard, old school dumbbell, barbell rows, so on and so forth. And you could see a difference. I don't know what the difference is. I don't understand the difference, but it doesn't matter how technologically advanced the machines are. Nothing takes the place of just heavy weight pounding.
You'll see. Look at the density. Compare the density.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, I can't like actually explain why machines can't do it, but barbell hardcore
Because
lifting
they do a
does.
lot of the work for us. It's not forcing you to do all the work.
Yes, that makes sense. That would see. I'm glad I have you on.
Just
Otherwise, what would I do?
and that's and there's a and I'm not saying that I don't ever use a cable and I'm not saying that I don't ever use a machine. There's a time and a place for those. But if you're
Right.
trying to build that old man muscle, that old density, that thick 3D look, you know,
That's what you got to resort to, and that's it. Yeah.
cables and machines probably aren't going to get you there very quick.
Right.
It's
So
just it's a totally different dog in the game. It's a totally different.
so in your training sets, you go to failure, but that's just the beginning, because then you continue to do either drop sets or four sets or so on and so forth after that. Is that's basically how. Have you ever driven yourself to either pass out or throw up or
Several times.
really?
Several times. My
Really?
gym my gym doesn't have any AC, number one. So
Okay.
right now it's a booger. I mean it's a roasty toasty 95 degrees in there.
Right.
We have the big ass fans in the ceiling. We've got some floor fans and stuff, but that's it.
Wow.
No, you're
Okay.
talking about we're in Kentucky where it is humid and the Ohio Valley. It's all so I
Well,
just
yeah, that's yeah. Most people would be complaining. I just want to show you if you could see. There he is. And said he's leaving.
I'm out of here.
That's the bulldog. That's Ralphie.
I
Okay.
got two bullies.
Oh, do
Look,
you?
she come
Oh, there
running.
she is. There she
Hey,
is.
baby.
Dogs are great. They really are.
Yeah.
Dogs are great. Okay, so let's get back to you. How hard are you dieting? Are you the type of person that has to do low carbs and a lot of cardio, or do you have the type of metabolism where you need to keep eating carbs? And
I need to keep some carbs in. I'm not saying that I'm starving to death, but I definitely could eat some more food if it was put in front of me and allowed.
Mhm,
Um, my cardio is the same as I usually do. I do my morning session, my night session, and it's day by day. We
mhm.
look, see what's going on, wake up in the morning, look at me fasted, and decide for the day. We're what 3 weeks out, so it's a day by day thing now.
Yeah, yeah. And your husband is still training you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Does this ever happen? This is a bit of a personal question, but you don't have to answer. Does this ever happen? Like he's looking at you and he's like trying to look at you, right? To see where you can improve and give you tips. And then all of a sudden he decides, well, this is my wife. We're alone. I could make a move right now. Never. Really.
No,
Business is
no.
business, right? That's
Business
it.
is business, and then when the day is done, and whatever.
That's great. Yeah, I did meet your husband. Fantastic human being. Actually, I met him when you won last year at the 2020. Ken, is it okay if I bring up the New York Pro this year?
Sure.
Um, in your defense, it was a lot tougher this year than it was last year. The two girls I wanted to were phenomenal. I believe there was Natalia, the Russian girl, and then the one right behind her, Winsel. I forgot her name. Right. And what do you came in third or fourth?
Fourth.
Okay. So take me through that because I know you probably wanted to repeat.
Oh yeah, I definitely was one I want to repeat. That was an extra probably 7 to 8 new pounds of muscle put
Mm,
on. My conditioning was not 100%. I'm not going to make excuses or anything like that. I wasn't 100% like I was the year before, so I think I kind of got docked for that if
mhm,
they do that. I'm happy for Natalia. She has the opportunity to go to the Olympia.
mhm,
People are like, "Aren't you mad?" But I'm not bitter. I'm not anything. I find that rejoicing in things that happen, that's the way to do this. She's never been to the Olympia. I'm glad she has the opportunity. She did look phenomenal.
yeah.
Um, and I'm terrible with names. That day I was in another headspace.
Mhm,
Um, I was excited to be on that stage. God afforded me the ability to be there. God afforded me the ability to have a safe trip there, a safe trip home. It was a wonderful event as usual.
mhm,
So, I find reason to rejoice other than, my placing. I know I could have been tighter. I put on the size that they asked me to put on. I improved in the areas that I needed to improve on, and I took a physique that I was happy with.
mhm, mhm,
So outside of, my conditioning could have been tighter and stuff, I was very happy with what I brought.
mhm.
And you never know what's going to happen that day. So the cards fall where they fall.
Right.
And you just look at it, take your feedback, which we got immediately after we came off the stage. Took my feedback, and I went to work. So it's one show. It is
Right.
the one of the shows I wanted to win, but you can't
Yeah.
always be the winner either. There are those who might win a few in a row, and then there's a few that they got to dig a little bit deeper. So
Mhm. Now, did
so
you
I'm
do another
I'm I'm
show
good.
after that one?
No, no,
Okay. So you're just going straight
no.
to the,
Last year I ran myself ragged. I did 4 shows last year,
yeah, that's
and,
rough.
and my body was tired. I mean,
Yeah.
it showed at the Olympia. My body was very tired.
Mhm, mhm.
So I promised myself this year I'm not running 4 shows. So,
Yeah.
I just sat back, regrouped. You know, um, my uncle did pass away that morning, so it was
Really?
yeah. So it
Oh.
was just an accumulative of whatever. But like I said, you rejoice in all of the things that I was afforded.
Mhm,
I came home safe. I come home to my family. I
mhm,
was able to spend time with friends and family while I was there. I got to spend time with my Gasp and Better Bodies family and stuff. So I find things, that elevate me and keep me up and everything. It was disappointing that I didn't place better, but there's always other shows. I'm not going to be mad at anybody. I'm not going to be bitter at anybody. So I think if people could learn how to grasp life that way,
Yeah.
rather
Yeah.
than be mad and kick cans and, well, I should have and I would have and da 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 da, I think it would be better. So
Well,
we're just
first,
looking for.
I'm condolences about your uncle. I did not know that, so I'm sorry to
Yeah,
hear
it
that.
wasn't anything that I put out there. I was quiet on social media for a week or so, and people were inboxing me saying, "Oh, are we a sore loser?" And I'm like, "Well, if you must know, I'm grieving the loss of my uncle. Thanks."
Oh, we a sore
you
loser.
know.
I know.
So
I
I
can't
was just
stand you.
like,
Social media is you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. You really,
yeah,
really, it's
and I
just
don't care.
I don't
What
blame you.
other people think of me is none of my business. They can keep it their business. I don't care.
It's just the majority of people don't know what bodybuilders go through. Like I said, it is a rigorous, painful time to get ready for a
Mm.
bodybuilding contest. And you just have people that just troll you and they've never even set foot on a stage. They have no idea what it takes.
Well, you've
And
seen what my TikTok comments are like, so you know.
yeah, that annoys the hell out of me because you and I come from the generation where if there's a problem, we say
You
it
talk
to
about
your
it and you take
face.
care of it.
Right, 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 right. Now this generation is all social media, and people are given the attitude that they could say whatever they want without consequence, and it's just running rabbit all over the social media, and it annoys the hell out of me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I just laugh at it, especially like TikTok. I'm like, yeah, keep going through, keep sharing my video, keep commenting because all that's doing is putting money in my bank.
That's right. That's right. A lot of people don't realize the more comments you get, the more it's
Pay me.
putting.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, it's the truth. That's right. That's right. But some of the comments are just terrible. I mean, I get them too sometimes. I had Fred and Phil Playhar on last week.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry, yesterday. And somebody wrote a message today. I didn't respond. And somebody wrote, "Who gives a crap about Masters Olympia?" And I'm like, really?
A lot of us.
Yeah. I'm like, it's bodybuilding.
The
It's
ones
pretty.
who matter.
Anyway, all
Yeah,
right.
it's crazy that the way that, everybody becomes keyboard warriors and stuff like that. And I look at it as, a lot of these people are projecting their own fears. They tend to fear what they don't understand. So
Mhm.
they just project however they know how. So I don't even, most of them I don't even respond to. It's not worth my
No,
energy and stuff.
it's
I've got
not.
other things I can spend that energy on.
Yeah, I'll respond to people that say nice things or whatnot. That's not a problem. But if you could say whatever you want, but if it's
Yeah.
nasty or really not, if it's an opinion, that's one thing. But if it's just
Yeah. Yeah.
if it's just a nasty comment, I'm just gonna
Most
ignore
of the
it.
time I don't have to respond. Everybody else takes care of it for me. I just
Good,
sit
good,
back
good.
and I sit back and eat ice chips or celery
Yeah,
stalks. I'm sitting there
yeah,
going, ooh, this
yeah,
is gonna get good.
yeah. So now, the one question, the actually, I'll make it the last question because I know you're in prep and I don't want to keep you too much. The Masters Olympia is a Mr. Olympia qualifier if you win, right?
Yes, yes.
So if you do win, are you going to go on to do the Olympia?
I will be doing 2 Olympias this year. Thank you.
Okay, good. I apologize. That's right. When you win, I mean, when you win.
Yeah.
That's right. Absolutely. Was there anybody on that list that you looked at in the Masters where you go, I'm gonna have trouble with that one, or you looked at it and you go, I got this.
No, and that's something that a lot of these girls do is they get the list and then they mentally get into their own heads.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I watched when they were announcing, and
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much the only time that I even looked at the list. You
Okay.
know, I was excited because, I'm getting to see people I haven't seen in a long time. I'm stepping on stage with people I've never met before,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get to step on stage with people that I've competed with. That's exciting to me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
always loving the camaraderie and seeing people that I haven't seen in a while and everything. So that's what I look at. I don't look at, oh man, I got to watch out for this one. Oh, I got to watch. I know what I'm bringing to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing my package. There's nothing that I can do to control anything that anybody else is doing. All I can control is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So why even get in that mind space?
Right.
But
Right. Right.
so many people do it.
Yeah.
I get people sending me messages all the time in my inbox and all my social media. But did you see this video? And I'm like, no, I'm not looking for their videos. You know, if
Right.
we're friends on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and I happen to see it, great. You know what? I'm probably going to like it. Good. She's working hard. You know,
Right.
I'm not going to sit there and be scrolling through and,
No,
it's stupid. It's
especially when
stupid.
especially when you're prepping. Carlos Thomas Jr. when he's prepping, he shuts down his entire social media.
Yeah, I don't.
Hunter Labrada after the Olympia this year shut it down for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I just don't even.
Yeah, and so I totally understand. Are you going to spend some time in Europe after you win the Masters Olympia?
Nope, I'm coming right home.
Coming right home and going right back to business.
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
Yep.
Donna, I'm
I
sorry.
probably won't leave anything there that I need to to stay there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, and I've got, I've got the dogs, I've got family here and
Yeah.
everything. So, I've got work, I work a full-time job,
Yeah, that's right. That's
so
right.
I'm already going to be gone for a week. So, if I don't
Yeah,
work, I don't make money,
that's
so
true. That's true.
and
It would just
I
Europe would
gotta,
be a nice vacation. That's what I was thinking.
well, it would be nice, but all of the athletes are paying their own ways.
That's
So
that the truth.
if it
Yeah, I
was
know.
if there was a little bit of help with it, I might stay an extra day or two,
Right.
but this is all coming out of my pocket.
Good point. Very
So,
good point.
but
Yeah.
we're gonna go do what we need to. That's why we're doing it, and then we'll come back and make the game plan for the Olympia.
Very nice. Donna, listen, all the respect in the world, all the love in the world, always, because you're one of the first people that you're one of the first women bodybuilders that have ever come on my show. So I respect you greatly and I'm humbled by it. And good luck to you. And I know you're going to do fantastic in
Thank you.
Romania. And I'm going to be watching. That's for sure.
Thank you
I'm
very
sure there's a
much.
live stream. I'm going to be watching and I'm going to be doing a review on my channel for it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be 7 hours difference.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Say hello to your husband for me. Keep
I
wrecking
will.
shit,
I will.
doing what you do, and we'll be in touch. And again, good luck to you.
Yes.
And thank you for coming on.
Thank you for always having me. I appreciate it and I enjoy it.
All right, Don, I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Good night.